Hello and welcome to episode 30 of ghostgalknitspodcas. I'm Ghost, also known as Sarah. So, first off, we made it to episode 30. That is amazing in and of its own right. So we've made it to a year and episode 30. That's pretty good. So, today, I've got a game I'm talking about. I got a mini rant about some yarn. Don't worry, it won't go on too long. Don't worry. Also, don't mind the crazy lighting. It was raining like 5 minutes ago. New England weather. Let's see, I've got a yarn ball to show that. Okay, that ended up right there. And then we got lots of works in progress, and I mean a lot. I might have started a couple of new things, but it's a lot. And I have finished objects. Yay! So, without further ado, let's get going. So, as some of you may know, I love The Sims 4. And the reason why I'm talking about it today is because they have a new stock pack coming out called Nifty Knitter, which just happens to kind of work for us in terms of, oh. And I have been wanting a knitting pack in The Sims 4 since it came out on console. Because I play it on console due to, I do have a computer that can run it. It's just, I put more money into the console version. So it wasn't worth it for me to rebuy the game and have to rebuy all the packs again to put them onto my computer. So that just wasn't worth it in my opinion. And since it's not a Play Anywhere, as in they have it for PC in the Windows Store, if they had it in the Windows Store, I would have definitely just downloaded it and downloaded all my packs. So, that's done. Okay, now on to the mini rant. So, I've got a mini rant about this yarn. Yarn Bee Sugar Wheel Cotton. We'll start with the hook size rant. Okay, maybe it's not so. So the hook size that it calls for is this one right here. You guys know this hook. I hate it. Hate. Compared to my normal hooks. So I hate that. Because apparently they couldn't just decide on, hey, yeah, 4mm hook. That would work perfectly. No, let's go for that awkward size no one has. Because a size 7 hook in US and UK terminology don't exist unless you buy a certain kit and it's in there. And that, good luck. Sorry, rainbow. Yep, it's gonna be one of these days. My nose is gonna run. Nothing I can do about it. And another thing is, the patterns for this dang thing, oh my god. There are barely any patterns for it. Any. So this I was going to use to make some hanging towels. I did not like the stitch I had picked with this yarn. I did not like it at all. It looked awful to me. So, I scrapped that, like, within... So, I scrapped that idea, and now it's, okay, so, I'm still going to be making, hanging towels. I have buttons. I'm just going to get the yarn that's used, which is the 24/7 cotton, which is a nice solid, so they're going to be solid. Oh well. So, yeah. This But I did find some patterns on Ravelry. I'm just debating whether or not the pattern I really want to do, it uses one cake of that. Plus I have another cake right here. But the pattern I really want to do, I'm debating because I really don't want to have to buy 9 other patterns just to get the one. But I might have no choice and will have to. So, but then again, I can always do other projects with it. So, there is that. Okay. Next. So, you guys remember Mom's blanket, right? Well, I took some time and took it apart. Just for storage reasons. And plus, I'm going to be starting something else. So, I have 6 skeins of this yarn, which I hope will be enough. Because, yeah, this yarn's discontinued. I know. I need to stop buying discontinued yarn. I know. But some days I can't help it. The colors are just too pretty. Because we got blues, greens, purples in here. Oh, it's lovely yarn. So I'll be remaking this. Okay. Works in progress. This is going to take a minute. I'm actually going to start with these 2 back here. So this is Dad's blanket that he is totally not getting for Christmas this year. Because, yeah. So it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. But he is not getting this for Christmas this year due to it's not going to be ready for Christmas. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Here we go. Just fix that. That's just it's just not going to be ready. So instead, I've actually started another blanket for him that will be ready for in time for Christmas because it's a bulky weight. Whereas this is baby weight. 4mm hook, and the other one's on a 9mm hook. Yeah, you can tell which one's getting done quicker. The problem is, the other, we'll talk about that one more as I get to it. And next on the list is my green loom. So I'm down to 1 repeat left on here. And yeah, this is coming along swimmingly. I still have 2 more bowls of this, so you guys will be seeing this at least till Christmas. I should have this done by Christmas, depending on other gifts. Some of my projects are on hold till further notice because I'm working primarily Christmas gifts right now. And plus, since it's been hot the last few days, we've had the AC on. We still have it going now, I believe, because it's supposed to rain most of the day. Yeah. So, mumshaw. This has had a little bit of work on it. Just a little bit. Because, yeah. I'm not going to take out the yarn. So, I don't remember the last time I showed it to you. But this is where we're at. Not too bad. It's getting bigger. I have lost track of the rows. It was one of those, I'm just going to keep going on it. I'll count the rows up later. Because I know once I get through the first ball, I'm like, I think like 3 rows off. So, from where I have to be. or something in that area, which isn't too bad. Ugh. Yeah, but I think I'm like 3 rows off once I get on to the second ball, so that won't be bad. Next is Mom's blanket. Another one of blankets I'm making Mom. And it's had a little bit of love since the last time you guys saw it, but not very much. Again, most of these projects are on hold. The shawl is not. I think that was on today's project list. I think it might be. If it is, I do have a book going. Kind of, I'm hoping the next book has gonna get here released soon, because this ghost really wants the next book. Because this, yeah, it's getting good. But last if not, I will just switch over to Miss Marpel and continue working on that. And per normal, Coco. Okay. Next on the... Okay, let's go. So, I started a new crochet scarf. This is using Sweet Roll, which is the same as Mom's blanket. Actually, here's a tag for the Sweet Roll for Mom's blanket. And if you're wondering, her blanket is called Pixie Pop, which is discontinued. Don't try to find it. I have tried and tried. I was able to order in like 3 extra skeins, and that was it. So I have 6 skeins. She's hopefully getting a lap can out of it. Okay. So this is black pepper swirl, which is still available. This is what it looks like. This is where the scarf is right now. Not very big yet. I'm using just the basic scarf pattern I always use. That's always getting reinvented. I'm just using the scarf pattern right here. I like it. I like the scarf pattern. It's easy, it's quick. Well, quick in terms of, if this is done by this time next year, great. Because for some reason, crochet scarves take me 6 months. I wonder why. Oh, I know why. Because I do a little work on them, and my brain's like, yep, I want to work on something else. Let's work on something else. So, that's how that one goes. Next on the list is the mandala ombre scarf. This one's had a little bit of work done to it. I did forget to grab that scarf back there, but it has had work, the pooling one. That one kind of just sits back there all the time because I usually work on it. That's my work on in bed project, because that's the easiest loom to play with in bed. So, next, we have our homespun stripes. This is a discontinued at Michael's, but I believe it's still available on Lions Brand website. So this has had some progress on it. This is how it's coming along. You can totally see through it. Ena calls for a 6.5 hook. Believe me, I have tried crocheting the homespun. Not for me. Nope, I will stick it on a knitting loom every time. I still have 2 more balls of this in the other room that need to get thrown on this loom, but one problem. It has a project on it, so. But I'm getting just to the pink bit, so this is going along when I do work on it. Which is when I worked on something else all day and I just want something mindless. Okay, next is Dad's blanket number 2. So, this is Dad's blanket number 2. Now, I'm on the 4th ball of this. Ooh, it's not even in shot. There we go. This is how big it is so far. It's going to get bigger. Believe me, it is going to get bigger. This is about, I want to say 2 feet. I'm doing the same dimensions, the 4x4 square, as he had asked for his other blanket. Just this one's going to go a lot quicker, which it has. I'm actually going to be taking the day off of this today. So I do have one issue with this yarn. There's only 87 yards in this. So I'm going to go through a lot of yarn to put this blanket together. So far I bought 5 balls. I have 1 ball in here that hasn't been touched. So I figured, okay, I'm going to start with 5 balls. We'll see where that gets me. I'm going to buy another 5 balls. So that way, when I get to the second one, which will hopefully be before the end of the month, and my coupon runs out, I have a coupon right now for for $25 or more free shipping on Lions brand yarn on Joann's. I'm a happy ghost. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get 5 more balls, and it's on sale. Another reason to hurry it up. So I'm going to get 5 more balls of this and see where in the heck that takes me yarn-wise. Because it's like, yep, we need, so yeah. If I only had to put 10 balls into that, great, awesome, woohoo! If I had to put more than 10, okay. So, then I know I just have to buy 10 balls for the next square. Get all my yarn at once. Which will also help me with future projects. Okay. Ooh, Cocoa's gone cold. Oh well. Next on the lovely list, I do not remember where I was last time I showed you. I might have been on this purple bit here, but I made it to the next black bit. Again, this is on hold till further notice, and plus the black bit. A 6mm hook is quite fun. I do notice this black doesn't move as nicely as I'd like it. So, but it's what I had on hand. It's what I'm using. I'm only buying new yarns I need. Not that I want, but I need. So. So this is how this is going. Okay, next on the list is The End's Crazy. Yes, I know. This is coming along nicely. I haven't touched these projects in a minute. Just because I'm primarily working on Christmas gifts. With the 2 cottons, if I don't get them done this season, I'm not worried. I can just put them in storage and bring them out next summer. They'll be, I think those ones I'm going to put as an ongoing things, because I only work them for half the summer before I have to start on my Christmas gifts. Because, yeah. I still have to pick up a little bit more yarn. So, let's see. One blanket green, mumshaw, purple, homespun, sweet roll, mandala, small, pooling. Oh, that one's kind of getting shown back there. And that's blanket. Okay, that's all the works in progress. Now I have 3 finished objects. First one is the basket. So I got my own gripes about this. So the basket's done. This is roughly how it looks. It does have a little problem of being a bit floppy. I haven't gone around to weaving in ends or blocking it yet. I will at some point in time. There's the bottom dimensions. The bottom came out beautifully. Absolutely love the bottom. It's the sides I have the issues with. They have a tendency to, well, flop. It's like they got no corners. Like even this corner doesn't want to stay up, and this is the corner that had the most all the fun stuff. So yeah. I'll be looking for crochet baskets that stay up, which are usually ones worked in the round. So, hopefully I'll have this blocked by next week. You can see it has corners. You can, it's like if I do this, you can see it wants to stay up. It wants to stay up under its own power. It wants to, but it's just that teeny weeny bitty top heavy. So I'm thinking I'll try wet blocking first. That doesn't work, I will steam block. Or put the iron right on it and kill it. Yes, you can kill yarn quite easily. Especially acrylic. It's called stick the iron on it and melt. Of course, if I do that, I'm going to use one of our older irons because I'm not using the good one to melt yarn. So, just going to finish up. Okay, next. So, I don't know how long this has been on the hook. I know I featured it in one of the podcasts like a year ago or so. And I still have, so I lost the label to this, so right now this is a mystery yarn. I know it's a discontinued yarn because it was on clearance. So this is all done. So I end up with just a little stubble of an end. So that will get woven in. And yeah. I finished this yesterday because I was working on Dad's blanket and my mind's like, no. This is not what you're working on. No. You were going to finish the scarf. That was my mind yesterday. And it was a pain. But I got it done. Granted, I did do 3 rows of oopsies when I first started because I was still in double crochet. I did 3 rows of double crochet instead of half double. Whoops. And then the last on my list is a one-day project. I made a produce bag because Massachusetts is finally allowing us to bring our own reusable bags again. And plus, I want to cut down on waste. So, might as well make a produce bag. So you can probably guess what happened up here. I ran out of yarn. So I'm going to be getting a giant cone of yarn to make more of these. I don't know if I'll put them up on Etsy. These are a lovely one-day, these are a nice one-day crochet. Because literally that's all this took me, was like literally a day. But that was with interruptions. Like going to pick up my mom's sewing machine. So, yeah. This is just a prototype. But I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. So I'm going to be making more of these out of this color right here. Because I know my dad. And he will not for the life of him use this. Mom will, but not Dad. So. And as you can probably guess, I had to tie on a few times. Because when you run out of yarn, it's like, oh, come on. So. Yarn runout's always fun. But I like this. This is the mesh stitch, so I do know another stitch. Worst case scenario, this stuff becomes one of these. And we'll probably... And if this stuff does become this, it will definitely just end up on the website because, yeah. So, that's done. So, I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. I'm actually going to be grabbing my tablet because I found an app last night and started jigsaw puzzles. And I really like to finish the jigsaw. My tablet kind of died on me. My bad for not paying attention. So I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. And just a reminder, I'm no longer streaming. I don't know if I took out. I probably didn't. Yeah. So I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. Till then, happy crafting and have a good life.